What's up, family? It's the Yungavelle here. Today, sorry I haven't posted a video in a while. It's been Memorial Day weekend, so I was out on the water having to make sure people are safe. But thank God everyone was safe and there were no crazy accidents for the most part. So today I want to talk about the importance of sex energy. And this topic came about from a conversation I had with my bro the other day, my best friend, about quality conversations with women, or rather conversations with quality women, and how my priorities are changing because of how I'm starting to value my own energy. I'm really starting to value my sexual energy very highly, in terms of not wanting to just, engage with a woman just because, or engage with a woman just because it's pleasurable or she's hot or whatever the case. I'm starting to value my own self more, and it's being reflected in my choices and my choices of how I'm engaging these women. And this happened because I had an opportunity to have two conversations. I have multiple conversations, but two of them were, so I could have had it if I wanted, let's say that. And I had this thought, and I was like, well, you could do it if you want, and this is you're going to be right back to square one, essentially, because all this time, basically building up this whole way so far, this far, and just to, because I already know how orgasm affects the brain. It affects the brain, that we'll go into that in another video. Well, it affects the brain in a addictive manner, just it's the same with the dopamine, the NoFap, the orgasm. Even if you have it with a woman, it's still, the brain can't tell the difference. So I know I would be going back to that if I revert to those habits. So I chose not to, and I had a conversation with my boy, and it's just like, yo, I really do value my own energy. I value my sex energy, and it's important to me. It's important to me now. And before, it was something that it wasn't that, not that it wasn't important, but I was more apt to just engage because of my misinterpretations of, the implications of engaging with women, and energetically. So this also ties into, so basically my sex energy is very important to me. And this reminds me of the ancient sages back in the day that valued sexual energy as well. So much so that some of them used to actually flow the semen up the spine, and this would cause some sort of transcendental experience. I'm not sure, but I think it's Kundalini kind of activation mirrors this, or might be the same thing. I'm not sure, to be honest. But I know that the great sages were considered great because they were able to tame their sexual energy. So it's like, if you are able to tame or control, funnel that sexual energy. The sex urge is probably the most powerful urge in the body. And the fact that you are able to cultivate it or control it, manage it, and kind of get it under wraps says a lot about your advancement as spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It all goes back to the discipline and stuff. And I can see that. I can see why those great sages were considered great. I can feel that energy within me And you know, just imagine the great sages were on this path for an entire lifetime. You know, the great Brahmins, they call them Brahmins. You know, those people that practice the brahmacharya path, or just straight celibacy and dedication to spiritual knowledge. You know, that's the thing about the material world, is you conquer the sex urge, which is like the most baseline material desire in terms of forwarding material advancement, you know, procreation. I mean, you get over that hurdle, it's like, okay, you kind of figured it out then. You know, you understand that momentary pleasure is not your nature. You know, it's bigger than that. You know, we are greater than that. We are greater than those urges. But it wouldn't be a challenge if those urges weren't extremely powerful. So yeah, I can see that my perception is changing. My priorities are changing in response to the cultivation of this energy, and I'm seeing this as is very important to me. It's not something that I take lightly anymore. So a last thing real quick. I came to the realization, right? And then I was able to talk with my bro about it, and that helped me even more on the path. So I want to emphasize the power of support. You know, support. We have to support each other on these paths moving forward. So I always say, if you guys are on this path, or whoever is on this path, and you guys need support, hit me up in the comments. Let's really talk about it. Look, I got you. Like, I'm on the same wave. Like, I support you. I support this movement. I support your drive. You know, we can do it. We have to push each other. You know, I really felt more at ease and more at peace with my decision. And like, I am doing the right thing. You know, even more. I knew it subconsciously, but to have that support, it just brings it to a whole nother level. So that's something that I don't want to look past. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. If you guys got anything from this, be sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, a greater perspective can lead to a greater connection.